Hi, YouTube. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay, not bad. It is just a beautiful day. It's like my kind of weather. It's 81 degrees and breezy. It's just and lower humidity today than it has been for a few days. So we're sort of lucky like that today. So, yeah, I think it's going to be nice for a couple more days anyway. I don't know. I've been real leery lately of watching the news. It's like I wish I wouldn't have even got stuck watching the news the other day. Well, it's raining out and you can only do so much, and it's like, well, I'll watch the weather. Boy, that was a mistake. Well, or maybe not, because it did set me on a mission that really needs to be people to be made aware of, you know, here I go again today, but an American citizen being adopted out of its country. That's, like I say, it's illegal, it's outrageous. So, yeah. Anyway, I was able to get a hold of my state legislator by private message or for his page. He's running for senator also, and sent him my couple videos on it, showed him where I got the information, and there's also the link with it's not even the link that I shared about the people from Israel that adopted that baby was not the full segment of what I was showing on the news. It was minus like a couple minutes anyway. I think it was like a 5 or 6 minute segment. And there was like about 2 minutes and 32 seconds with the part of it that they shared on their YouTube or Facebook, I think. No, it was YouTube because I was able to share the link. Yeah. Well, sometimes you can from Facebook to YouTube too, but yeah. So anyway, I was able to get a hold of that office, and that's a good thing because Doug tried to get a hold of them because he was born with bronchial problems and couldn't put anything over his face, and they were even forcing him to do them type of things in public, and even not being exempt, and he has a bad heart, everybody just jump on him like a freaking pariah, when he went out in public, and he does most of the stuff that I used to do, running around town doing what we got to do to make our lives go around. So I mean, that's like probably hitting at least a half a dozen places when you make a trip, because you don't want to have to run back and forth all that mileage when you live out a ways. So, yeah, and we never got a call back from their office at all. So, um, yeah, but so maybe it'll get some kind of response. I don't expect a ginormous amount of help trying to help these children from anybody in any political arena, because I've been in that baby's position and not taken out of my country. Thank you, God, you know, because I wouldn't have found my blood. But so anyway, even my extended relatives, like I have a second cousin, Kathy, right over in Ohio, you know, and other relatives around. And I never would have even known of them. I have brothers and sisters down around Red Wing and Rochester, and more around Austin that used to live in Minnesota. I mean, just, yeah. And I never would have even known it. And they wouldn't, well, a few would have known about me, but, you know. So yeah, no, I'm not letting it go. It's not something that accept. This is not a puppy. Even a puppy, I would hesitate giving it to somebody in another country. You know, it's like that's puppy was from around here. So should stay around here. I I hope that you would agree, no matter who you are. But like I say, I don't expect a great amount of help from anybody. And this state legislator that I contacted um, is Knights of Columbus, which is affiliated with the Shriners. There's no debate on it. I grew up in when you grow up around Mason and Jesuit, which is a tiny bit with Shriner rights, and I used to hang around the Knights of Columbus, and I've read your creed over and over because it was so fantabulous. It's really got something going there, you guys, boys. Oh boy, yeah, okay, on guard. Yeah, whatever. Boink boink. Anyway, yeah, fencing or sword play, whichever. Oh, excuse me one moment. Shut you down. Okay. So, yeah, I don't expect a great amount of help from them, but making people aware of it might help save a few kids here or there. Because like I say, it's only the phony ones that are getting out of something out of it. Very, very, very few, and this is like 9 and 9/10 of adoptees um, do not want to be adopted or fostered by any strange weirdos. So anyway, we would all rather be together someplace, and I know it because I've spent 64 years finding that fact out of other people and what makes their minds go around and why, if they don't feel like me, why would they not feel like me? And there's very few that are truly grateful. And now hear me out, hear me out. I honor my mother and mothers and fathers as far as put me on this planet, but it when it extends into a cultish, slave-driven type of situation, that literally, okay, if somebody thinks that they're going to control another person's mind, heart, and soul just by the whim of themselves, um, I have an issue with that. That's why God put me here. So, yeah. And then I'm going to get back to what I was saying, too. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Excuse me. Cheers. um, hmm. Yeah, I did kind of lose where I was going. Yeah, I have white noise, not headache, but I have kind of a stuffy nose, headachy. I needed fresh air type of, you know. I didn't even want to smoke a cigarette with the windows closed. And oh, and then if I blow a fuse, if I turn my exhaust fan on, it's an old house, so we have to be careful, you know. Well, the guy who's running to be a senator is a master electrician, but I'd rather burn this house down than do any rewiring, literally. So, I mean, it'd be a good starter home for somebody, but it would have to probably be a relative because there's a lot of people that have been wanting our land and put us through hell forever. And I'll leave it to every offspring I've got on this planet forever before it's relinquished to anybody that had treated me dirty. That would be any of my neighbors that have done that. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. You ain't never getting it. Ever, ever. Never. So just that's the way that is. Unless I would have to find a really, really super human beings that would see what was made out of a barren cornfield that was poisoned from a field above us, that we put a stop to all that shit and rebuilt it with all the time and energy and fertilizers and plant life and you name it, everything, years and years, decades of work. It's like, because there was nothing here, you know. Even in what's the woods now was like poisoned out. There was no trees down by the creek, not like that, you know. Couple old big willows and some pine shrub and different thing like that, and a few other sparse things, but nothing that was really truly like large maples now and different things, all kinds of conifers and yeah, yeah, a lot of work. So yeah, anyway, I had somebody ask me yesterday, like probably I wasn't even going to get to talk to my governor, or basically, and it's like, he's like, he's not going to talk to you. He doesn't even know who you are, because I had mentioned, I'm trying to get a hold of him to make him aware of this because I know how it feels to have no clue. I was even lied about what my heritage was. I didn't even know anything about that, all of it, till I was 34. And then I was really freaked out at the depth of it all. So, yeah. So it's a real thing. Yeah, I think I was talking about the slave mind control issue that I have with these people that roll like that. That's how they move, It's like, that doesn't work very good with me at all, actually. You can try it, though. If there's anybody yeah, if there's anybody I haven't offended yet, stick around. I'm getting to you. So, anyway, I had contacted a lot of, like I told you, uh, national and international and local news medias, um, and just then told them about what I had saw and where I saw it and how I felt about it, and that I know there's laws about it. See, there's a lot of people will just look. Well, when you own a business, and if the state legislator is watching me, because um, to keep up with the statutes and sub statutes, you know what it takes to learn the laws in our state, and that would make a good politician. Well, I'm up on it too, and that's how I feel, and I know the laws of this land very well because I studied them. I went in when I, like, okay, even before I took my contractor's license, um, I went in and studied all the statutes in the state and the sub statutes and everything on making my world go, because that's the form we have to fill out for all that and everything too. So I think plumbers have to do it too, or plumers, as my grandfather used to say. But anyway, yeah. So I do know what I'm talking about, is what I'm saying, and this can. I'm not even hoping I'm gonna make this shit happen. People involved in this heads are gonna roll. That's a fact. I'll do it one way or another when I put my mind to something. Just like I have dyslexia, and I wanted to be a dealer. I opened the first table because that's where they wanted their best dealer for the chief and his wife up at our casino. So, yeah, when you put your mind to something, you can do it. I had people that tried to turn books upside down on me and teach me like in a warped manner, all kinds of shenanigans. But God always kept me covered. So, what I'm trying to tell you people, that if you think you have powers of the mind, beware. If you're not rolling with God, you won't have the strength, the abilities, or the intelligence in any endeavors. Wherever you go, it will end like a pile of compost. And that's a fact. Just watch, because this isn't something, oh, CERN's bringing in the devils. The devils are already here. We're here cleaning up the mess. Just stop with the damn games. Everybody get your shit together so you don't get hurt in the process. You know, it's simple, really simple, you know. Oh, I'm going to go bigger and better, but I'm giving the local people in my state the opportunity to nail a no, local news channel and ask them, don't you think this is illegal? I mean, everybody involved, everybody, even the retarded people that came to our country to take one of its babies from a country that we give funds to, that war with their neighbors, that have babies laying out in the street, literally being hurt. Go adopt one of those babies. Adopt a baby from Ukraine now. You know? But to the richest country in the world can't take care of. They think they have the right to take citizenship away from somebody, every baby. So what? Was or was not every child born that's been taken out of this country, did or did they not have a social security number? And if their parents tell them that they were born here and they come back here, there's probably a lot of truths that are going to be revealed and exposed with all this unveiling, you know? It is the lifting of the veil. That's apocalypse, truth be told, you know. Can't make something real when it's unreal. And people will find that out. Even that song, Lola, says boys will be boys and girls will be girls. It's a crazy, jumbled up, mixed up world. But still, boys will be boys and girls will be girls. So a lot of people take that what he's saying is he's a boy, but he was fooled by somebody who was acting like he wasn't, you know. So, but people can take the song however you want to take it, you know, or however you want to take it, if that's funny. Or if it's not funny to you, I don't care. So, So it is a little bit better of a day because I've just made up my mind. Uh, oh, that's what I'm going to tell you about one of the news people that got a hold of me, and that's kind of humorous within itself. But I'm not going to stop. It doesn't matter. I've got other ideas too, so I've just started. I'm just a couple days into my fight here for little citizens of my country. And if I find out they have native blood in them, that's going to be on a whole nother level. Like fucking hell. So, anyway, unbelievably so. So, anyway, um, yeah, I'll get back to what I was saying just a moment. Yeah, I will get there. Just got to backtrack a little bit. I was talking about Lola and laughing about how some people take it, or me. um, wow. Oh, shoot. Okay, just a minute. Oh, yeah. I'll just sit here with, I'll just ramble for a second. That's what us old people do. We start babbling, right? Yeah, that's what I've heard anyway. So, oh, and I'll probably get back. It seems like women do that. We're so used to being interrupted by everybody. No, not really. Hardly. But anyway, and then getting back on the subject. But I was gonna talk about um the president getting his foot caught on that he there was them like a 10 speed or more will have the webbed toe. Well, Biden got his foot caught in that webbed toe. I mean, give the old thing a break, for God's sake. I'm sure he didn't start out pumping iron like me when I was 9 years old and doing yoga and ballet, and he doesn't look like it. He looks like he could probably still dance a little bit, though. Hey, give the old geezer a break. I don't even like him, but I mean, his foot got stuck on that webbing. And I didn't even watch it. I have not. I refuse. I don't even like this. I think his wife's an old hoe. But, either way, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to glee at somebody else's downfall. you know, I don't even want to see it. So, yeah, I worked in healthcare, taking care of people, not watching them be hurt. So, yeah. Or with um, at the school or wherever, boys' ranch, different things, where the girls were. And I thought that was nice for kids that were uh, emotionally struggling, that they let girls from our same school district in St. Francis come on a bus during the day, and some other boys that needed special classes to come in with the boys at that school in that same school system, but at the boys' ranch setting, to be able to have a different type of education with somebody that worked with emotionally disturbed children. And so I was happy to see that they let girls. I was there that first year when they let the first girl come from St. Francis High School to the ranch. And it was like, because there was a nice little classroom there, few different rooms. Nice little school is what I should call it. Kind of in the upper rooms of, I think it was like, I'm not sure what was underneath there. I can't remember now. Oh, maybe the offices. There was some offices because there was like a cafe area and some other things. I don't know. It's been a while ago, long time ago. But yeah, poor kids. But some kids been through some stuff. Lots of people have. Thank you to my new subs that are here. Thank you for your interest in the things that wherever my heart leads me during the day. That's what I'm doing to try and help with all the things I actually do know. I'm not talking about just my education, which is very extensive. I'm talking about my actual drive and the things I've actually had to apply in my life. And that's crazy just on its own. Just like driving a tractor. Most women don't do that, but there's some. I'm one of them, you know. But or breaking a horse or whatever, you know, or baking bread or working on my car, whatever the case may be. But anyway, I don't know. I know I was talking about something about the way people with their mind control and whatever. And I guess whatever I was talking about, if I think about it tomorrow and or if I think it's important and I remember it, I'll get in, put it in the comments or something. I've been known to do that. Or if I misspeak and it's like, dang, I said that wrong, I'll come back and just put it in the comments. It's like, or say it the next day. So, yeah, can't say I'm very rarely wrong, or can I? But um, if I need to correct something, I do that. That's what God tells me too. You better correct that. Okay, don't do it again. Like, yeah, once is enough. It's like the time I almost stepped out in front of a big dually. It was like probably about a 3-ton truck in the city, and my friend put her arm right in front of me, and I had moccasins on, and the thing ran across my toes. That was painful, to tell you the truth. Um, Lucky that's all it was. Lucky my friend was there because my life had been so tumultuous. And she literally saved my life because it's hard to think when you're riding on your heart in sorrow. It's a real rotten place to be. And I know a lot of you know that feeling. So, anyway, I'll have one more cigarette with you and then I'm gonna hit the road, but not too hard. Just hard enough to let it know that something physically happened. Oh, excuse me. I dropped my cigarette. So, yeah, what a nice day. Poor little kids. I mean, not just the adopted ones. Don't get me wrong, people. Everybody on this planet, my heart's just going crazy for everybody, especially the little tiny ones. It's like, God, how can you look at all this crazy? I'm thinking, are you getting acclimated actually? And I look into it's like empty eyes, and it's like, nah, things are about to change. My heart tells me, you know, because there's just too much empty out there. And the persona that people have pushed to keep the image of happiness is just that even looking at that is unbearable, you know. It's like, wow, people are being conditioned not to be able to show their emotions or anything. It's like, this is just freaking unnatural, you know. That's what it was. Epoch times. Well, we got all I got to do is add my name on. We subscribe or Doug pays for that. So anyway, he's got. We've been. I've been watching Epoch Times and reading their articles for quite a long time, but I even know of some of the heritage of a lot of the people that run it and a lot about them, and I'll just leave it there. But my point is, so I contacted like all these different news medias with trying to make people aware of no citizen should be taken out of our country. That's flippant. We let people in. We don't adopt them out. There's people here and they're that want to domestically adopt a baby and there aren't enough for them to do that. They've had to get like babies from other countries if they wanted to adopt because there was a shortage or is a shortage. So, how in the world would an American citizen even be allowed to leave its home? Well, anyway, Epoch Time got a hold of me and said, here's a link to our newsroom. Thanked me. And I'm like, thank you. I thought that makes that easy. I don't have to sit there and talk to nobody or nothing. Here, check it out. Let's make people aware of this. And on a bigger scale, you know, go over there and they want me to buy a membership before I'm able to give them my information. I come back. I laughed at her. I'm like, no, I want somebody to pick up on this story because they're interested in it, not somebody who's trying to make me jump through hoops. I don't have my time's precious, and I just thanked him again. Bye. You know. Oh, I did add we already have a paid subscription over there. So, but I wanted somebody to be interested enough. So all I had to do was type in my email, and I refuse to do that shit. If people do not have an interest in what I'm talking about for other human beings, then you can totally. And that's how I feel about that. So, and to the ones that do, that was not for you. Like, and then if it did offend you, if you're that like butterfly, you know, somewhere else, you know. Well, yeah, I'm getting silly now. It has been a long day. It's actually been a couple days of air conditioning noise headache. So, yeah, it's kind of nice just to have the windows open. That's why I didn't turn the light on either. It's like just not. And I'm glad I remembered that about a news media. I did not expect anybody that could give this a louder voice to give a damn, you know. So if you do, if you can make people aware that one of our little people was given away or sold through attorneys and their fees and all the bullshit, and who could give anybody the authority to give a human being away from its homeland, and what